York Giants taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 5 catches, 58 yards. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. So here come the Vikings with a long field ahead of them. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On second down, this is Madison. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action here on first down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Complete.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Here's Madison running on first down. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Going on the ground with Madison. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10-10. At their own 20.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
First down. The Giants.
They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Breida. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down. From the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
at the 38.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. Here's Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Giants nothing.
Second down and goal. Jones, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Xavier McKinney.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Madison. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
He was brought down by Anthony Walker. 2 yards on the play. First down, Vikings.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
It's 2nd down.
They'll run with Madison. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Minnesota.
They'll run it with Madison. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Giants 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Brought down back at the 27.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. This is Breida on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram. This is Breida. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Third down and
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really can.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
Second and 6. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Madison. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now Jones off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Breida.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. They run with Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Brings up third and 1.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
First and goal.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
To second and goal.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Vikings 7.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Now Jones. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
10-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. From the gun, Jones. That'll be complete to Breida.
Jones pass.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They got the interception interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Vikings first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 21-yard line.
Here's the option. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Vikings.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Giants' 15.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
The tackle by Leonard Williams.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And if the Vikings can take care of business on the extra point, they will have the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
6-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jones. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his side.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Jones pass.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
Daniel Jones sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a give to Madison. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
C.J. Ham, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a give to Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Daniel Jones sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Not much there, only a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here comes Peppers. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Rita, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Back to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Going to run with Madison again. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. He's back to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the